What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett from the Jobless Gamers, and I'm here with Mr. Boss for the win.
Hello.
DatSaintsFan.
What is up?
And today we're doing SquadCast episode 25. That's a lot of episodes, guys, and I'm glad you guys have been enjoying them. This is our weekly series we do every single Saturday. It's a podcast that covers general gaming, GTA 5, and GTA Online DLC and news. And Ross, what are our topics this week?
We are going to be talking about the flight school update, obviously the San Andreas flight school update, something that came out today, or excuse me, this week. We're going to be talking about some leaked weapons, including a thermite bomb and a flare gun. We're also going to be talking about a really weird male stripper leak.
Oh,
which I
baby.
know
Yeah, we're really weird.
I know
Yeah,
that's the one Austin's excited for.
Yeah,
Oh, baby,
it's
yeah.
getting hot in here. And then obviously we're going to talk about SpeakPipe, which is your questions that you sent in, or you send in, and we give you guys a good answer. So that's what's on the schedule for today.
So I'm pretty excited for this episode. Austin, let's have you take the first topic of the flight school DLC.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about the changes, the additions, the removals of everything that came with the San Andreas flight school? And then we'll just go from there.
Yeah, so I think the flight school, unfortunately, it definitely was not one of the best updates or DLCs. Now, obviously, there's some people who were like super excited for this that, flew jets all the time, and this was like, their thing. But for a lot of us, we don't fly jets or do this stuff that often. It's just something that happens every now and then. So that's why I think like the big thing was, a lot of people weren't too excited about, or not excited about it, but it didn't really last too long. But I think it did some good things with the patch, which I'm definitely kind of excited for. Now missions, like Rooftop Rumble kind of sucks now, but at least there's going to be more variety, which is better in the long run.
Yep.
Instead of just playing Rooftop Rumble over and over again. So overall, I think I would give it maybe like a B minus, C plus.
Ooh, that's generous for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, out of 10, what would you rate it?
That's a C.
Out of
That's like
10,
a 7 or
probably
an
like a
8.
6.
I was gonna say 6 or maybe even
Five
maybe
and a half or
7.
6. Because the stuff was really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the Bezra and the Miljet, like having 15 of your friends, like that's awesome. But the longevity sucks. It's like I'm not gonna do that for very long before I'm bored or disinterested in what's going on.
I personally think that the stuff that came with the DLC was really cool. I think that the Besra, the Swift, the Miljet, the new flight suit, all those things, the missions, the flight school were really cool, but it's just so expensive. I think that the general population of GTA Online players just could not afford most of the stuff that was added in this recent DLC or patch 1.16. And in my personal opinion, if I were to rate it on a 1 to 10, it would have to be at least a 6, or maybe even lower, just because I feel bad for those that just can't afford it. And especially if you can't afford cash cards in real life or don't have time to farm missions.
It's like, almost like this DLC didn't exist.
Yeah, literally.
Yep.
There's nothing you can participate in this DLC if you didn't have any money in game or in real life to spend for cash cards. So
Yeah, and the thing that sucks is like most or pretty much all the other DLCs, you only needed to buy one shark card. That's $20, and that's kind of reasonable. I get their DLCs are free, but if you are busy with school, work, whatever, $20 for a DLC, that's what normally DLCs cost for any other game. So that'd be fair. But this one, you needed to buy like the what is it, like $60 worth of shark cards for everything. So that's where it definitely got kind of out of hand, I think.
But overall, did you like the things that were added? Like, let's say price was an issue. Did you like the things that were added in terms of just what Rockstar decided to do for this past DLC?
I think it was lacking. Like, it definitely they could have added more.
That was definitely
think
something I saw a lot too. Like, everyone's saying it's lacking.
A lot of people were really disappointed that, yeah, they did add these vehicles, but normally we would get weapons, we would get a bunch of clothes, we would get, masks, we would get haircuts, all this other stuff, and we got one flight suit.
And that's one of the things I addressed in a video I did the other day, where in the trailer for the GTA 5 San Andreas Flight School update, you saw a lot of clothes that we don't have in the game available to us. So there was a big consensus that, wow, we're getting all this new clothes, we got some new pants, maybe we could take off our shirt, and people were automatically thinking, oh, we can go to the gym and work out, which that wasn't the case, of course. But like, there was a lot of people just speculating off the trailer. And I guess people overhyped it for themselves. Like, oh my god, we're going to have this amazing DLC. And then when it finally came out, they were like, oh man, this is not what I was looking forward to.
Yeah,
I think that was
the
filmed on
DLC
next
was
gen.
definitely overhyped.
Yeah, it was overhyped, and I think it was, Ross. I personally like.
Because did you see the abs and the boobs on that
Dude,
girl and guy?
Well,
Like, come
alright,
on now.
well, no, I think that actually happens because I don't know. A lot of people, because I tweeted that out when when the trailer came out, and people were saying it didn't like the lighting just wasn't. It didn't look as good as you would hope for it to be on next gen.
It just
But
looked. It looked really nice. It was
It looked
definitely.
too good for an Xbox.
It was
360
it was
or
definitely
PS3.
doctored more than we have available to us on Xbox 360. There was definitely some extra things because it was just too fluid. I mean, even when we record content, we have to color correct the hell out of our videos sometimes because the gamma's just really off or it just doesn't look as good on our computers that we would see it on Xbox 360. And just like bring it over to your PC just doesn't look that great. No matter what capture card you do, and every YouTuber for the most part always color corrects. I'm sure you guys do as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it just doesn't look very nice. Like, it doesn't look attractive. And, like, if you look at any of my videos in the past from, like, when GTA 5 first came out, you can see the difference from now to back then. It looks like I'm playing a different game because it's just so different. But I think the Flight School update could have had more, but I really do appreciate the fact that Rockstar went ahead and added new missions. Because I got to give it to them. There's a lot of new missions that they added.
There is, yeah,
Like,
for
a
sure.
ton.
And that's one of the things that although the DLC part wasn't the greatest, but like the patch part, I kind of think it was definitely, pretty good because the new missions, the mission payouts, they added a feature, just, a little thing where a tank now appears as a different icon on the map. So you know that it's just a D-bag freaking killing everybody so you can get around him. Now I will say, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and if anybody follows me on live stream, you know how mad I get when it freaking happens to me. When you hit up on the D-pad twice.
Oh, my God, the
your stupid
Snapmatic.
camera.
Oh, my God.
Who
That's
in their right
sucks.
mind made that? The only reasons you get your camera is to go up to contacts or to go down to the internet or the camera. So freaking why would they make it so where you hit the damn up button and you go to the camera?
It's a good concept, but they did it wrong because if you
right?
double tap the D-pad like twice, like boom boom, nothing happens. But if you do it like a normal fashion, like you open it and then do it again, that's when it opens the phone. So
It always
or
gets
the
me
camera.
killed.
It screws me up all the time.
It definitely, I don't think it was one of the best additions, but I think Rockstar really wants to encourage us using the Snapmatic. And that's definitely, that's like YouTube forcing us to use Google Plus. It's like,
Yeah.
Well,
it's
funny.
here, use it.
Well, no, it's funny because you mentioned that like Snap-O-Matic doesn't work for half the people anyway. Like they can't get into their social club account because either I think it's like an age restriction thing or something along those lines. And it's funny because like people were mad because they can't even take pictures.
Well, I can take pictures, but I never use it because I just don't have a reason to really.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a good concept, but definitely, I don't know who play tested that Rockstar, but come on, man. Come
Definitely a good idea. Let's force the Snapmatic down people's throat. And maybe they didn't even notice that people just like up, down really quick to get their phone out. I always do that. And the first time I did it in single player, I was like, why does my freaking camera keep coming out? I was so
right?
confused. I was like, all right, I just want to get my
Yeah.
phone out, and I just takes out my camera every time.
Well, yeah, because you like I said, like when you open up your phone, you always hit up twice and then to the right to go to contacts. So like, why would they make the most popular like series of buttons another thing?
I don't
But
know.
anyway, that's like my only major. Well, it's not even a major complaint, but that just annoys the hell out
It's
of
an
me. man.
annoying complaint.
There should be an option to turn it off, like to have it.
That'd be very nice.
on and off.
Like yeah, that'd be super nice. So for
I'll
you
just tell
guys,
everything.
like to be honest, with all the things we just covered in terms of this Flight School DLC and the update and the patch 1.16, overall patch 1.16, including the update, hit or miss?
Miss.
Austin,
No, I mean it's like in the middle because it did. I mean,
listen, you can't half strike out.
No, it's definitely a miss. Like the
Yeah.
trailer looked so cool. Like and I know they probably spent
know-
so long on that.
You know
and
why the
it's
trailer
like,
looked cool? Because it had explosions and tits.
mhm,
Boom.
probably.
Dude, we're just gonna put that in every single one of our SquadCast.
right?
Every time we could jump into a new freaking topic, boom, explosions, and then tits bouncing.
I mean, that's what it was. That was the entire trailer.
Yeah,
There was a lot more to it, Ross.
But I mean, that was a big chunk of it.
No, it was like 2 seconds.
That's the only part Ross looked at.
No, Ross was on. He just kept going back to that volleyball scene with the abs. Ross was like, "Dang, this is my part right here.
This is my scene.
This is what I'm into right here. Oh yeah."
Yeah, Rockstar knows their demographic.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God.
Austin,
But, yeah,
hit or
I
miss.
think- okay, honestly, if we waited 6 weeks for this, the longest between DLCs, is definitely a miss. Just because we were expecting so much, and they failed to deliver. So that's the only reason, man. Like, yeah, they fit the mod or the update patched. Well, I guess it didn't even patch some of the mods because I've been getting tweets saying there's UFOs back.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's UFOs back.
Like,
I
oh
couldn't
my
believe it.
God. So that's unfortunate. But
That's
I mean, it did some good things, but yeah, overall, man, waiting 6 weeks.
Basically,
for
Austin
this,
saying it's a miss.
yeah,
Yeah,
kinda.
I think if time was an issue, like if they released it right at the beginning of the month, it would have been a little different. I think the outcome, people wouldn't have been so upset. Oh, never mind. People would have still been pissed. Yep, never mind.
Yeah,
I was gonna try to save,
Yeah.
you know, just be like, you know, on the bright side, but no, there's really no bright side. A lot of people just hated this update. They just said, I mean,
well, it's just because it wasn't filling, like I said, like the other ones. Like the other ones gave us so much extra stuff, and a lot of, like, honestly, a lot of people really do enjoy having so many clothing options and so many, you know, like the weapons and everything that are new, because it gives them something else to do. Where you get a new plane that we can't even customize. You know, it's okay. I flew it around. Like, that doesn't last too long. And that's where I think they went wrong with this DLC.
I think,
Definitely.
yeah. And the thing is, like I always say, Rockstar is trying to make GTA Online their longevity. This is what's going to fund their other games eventually. I mean, they're making so much money off cash cards and things like that, where this will definitely fund future games. I mean, Red Dead
GTAs.
Redemption, yeah, future GTAs and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can't. They're not purposely releasing bad content. I mean, it don't want to make sense.
Dude, this was the first one that was besides
beach bum.
the beach bum. Yeah, this was one like notch above beach bum, but it's below everything else.
There will never be
And-
another beach bum.
Yeah, right. And that's what was kind of disappointing. Now, I actually saw, and I don't know how true this is, but somebody said that this might have been the first DLC that wasn't from, like, I guess cut content. Like,
You mean
they
pre-made stuff?
yeah,
I
pre-made.
saw that too.
yeah,
That this was the first one that they actually had to like make.
think of, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was creative as hell. Like it was a very
Yeah.
creative DLC, but it's just when you don't give people the ability to customize things, that's when they get upset.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like-
maybe if what we were saying is true, and they have like the three guys that we always talk about. We have the three guys working on like the old school, like the DLCs and stuff, and then like pretty much everybody else is focusing on next gen. I could see why, you know, if the DLC was lacking, because probably most of their resources are going to making next gen heists and finishing all that other stuff that they have planned for the future. But still, man, it I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just kind of like meh. Like
it was. It didn't feel that you know, GTA 5 DLC need that I had in my heart.
like the hipster DLC. I was like, wow, look at all these cars. I get to customize all of them. There's so many new
Uh-huh.
clothing options. Like, just it was, and that, in my opinion, that was the best one. The hipster. I don't know about you guys.
It
What do you
was.
think
It
was
was one of
better?
the best. Yeah, I
Or
think
high
so.
life,
Oh.
hipster or high life.
It was,
I think
it was
High Life
hipster,
is
high
the
life,
high-
or maybe even like
High-
the
High Life for
Valentine's.
sure, because the cars.
You mean
Zentorno and
the
Masako.
Zentorno and Masako. Those are the
Still in my
two best
favorites.
DLC cars we've
Yeah,
gotten so
they
far.
were.
without a doubt.
I think
But,
eventually Rockstar will allow us to customize everything, though. Hopefully. I mean, that would just make so much sense. You just like drive it into a hangar and you just customize like Los Santos
I
custom.
know.
I don't know why they don't, because like we've said it before so many times.
And there's so
There's
many
so
goddamn hangars that are
There's
they're
so
not
many
doing anything.
opportunities to make money, like actual money. Look at like probably a lot of you guys viewing this have no idea, but
Or
Counter-Strike Go what is
just
it?
even
Is that it?
Counter-Strike
They
Go, or even use
freaking
Call of
make
Duty
Bank. They make bank on all these like
skins.
skins. And stuff.
League of Legends, same thing.
Yeah,
Like
Rockstar could do that.
yeah,
and
just
then
skins
it
for your
solves
car.
everybody's problem.
or community
Shark
people can
cards.
submit their community designs for their cars, like skins. That'd be so cool. But I'm sure it's
yeah.
a lot harder to do than actually say. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
we can say
yeah,
to
it
do
is,
this, but
for
it's
sure.
probably hard as hell to implement.
For sure it is, but man, if they want to make money
They're
a
making
good
enough
way,
money. I think they're making a lot of money right now, and they're just trying to please the masses. And it's really, really hard. As content creators, us three know that it's extremely hard to please the masses.
you can't please everybody. Like I said, with this DLC, some of you guys probably love it. You know, if you are into flying.
Yeah, let us know.
That stuff.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys thought. I can't believe we haven't asked you guys yet, but the viewers watching right now, let us know in the comment section right this second what you thought of the Flight School DLC. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite things about it? And what would you wish they added instead? Of course, heist, casino DLC, things like that. What would you rather have seen than a Flight School or a patch 1.16 update like this?
Well, and then speaking of things like that we wanted to see added, let's talk about the Hydra a little bit, because this was something that, you know,
This was a hot topic.
Yeah, it was. It was leaked before, I think, by Chrome. He found some code in the game, and everybody's like, dude, if the Hydra comes, that's gonna be amazing, and all this stuff. And it never came, and
it sucks. A
lot of people were disappointed.
It sucks
honestly,
because it discredits Chrome, and I don't think it should. I mean,
yeah.
Chrome has been right so many times, and just because it didn't come out with this update doesn't mean it's not coming out in the future.
Yeah, exactly, because we all know, what was it, the gold paint job that came out before, like, the hipster
or
update or something?
even the smoke, the tire smokes.
Yeah, one of those. It came out before one update, but it never came in that update. It came in the update afterwards. So you gotta realize that. But honestly, if they added the Hydra in this DLC, like, this DLC would have been probably one of the best ones. But
Do you think?
dude,
Or
the
would it-
Hydra,
Can you imagine how
expensive? Another jet.
Yeah, can you imagine how
Dude.
expensive it would have been?
the Hydra, that's like, I don't know. That's one of the problems I think a lot of people didn't like about the Besra, was that, like, it's fun to fly, but it's fun to kill people. And yeah, there would be some, you know, issues with Pegasus vehicles and jets and, you know, killing people, just calling them over and over again, and it would lead to griefing. But at the end of the day, people like to kill other people in GTA, and that's why I think the Hydra would have been so cool. But one of the reasons, and you guys can let me know how you think on this, the Hydra, it just wouldn't have made sense in the Flight School.
I was just about to say that.
It would make more sense in, like, a military DLC.
I was literally just about to say that too.
Yeah. So, if you think about it, you know, no, maybe they do have a military planned, or a military DLC planned for the future, because it seemed like from the trailer they have a bunch of
Even the attack helicopter that's missing.
The Hunter?
Yeah, the Hunter.
Like the Hunter? Yeah.
That's still missing. So, like,
Yeah.
things are still coming, and we have all these new weapons that have been talked about in the past but haven't been released yet, that are already in the game that aren't released. So I think maybe patch 1.17 might be a huge DLC that has, like, a bunch of weapons, or, like, maybe even a military DLC. Is there any holidays coming up?
No, well, here's the thing. All right, so it's what? It's September, and then October, and then November. So September, that's the anniversary of GTA.
What do you think
There
they're
has
gonna
to be
do?
something big for that. I don't know if
There's
it's
gonna be an
heist, I don't know if
anniversary
it's gonna be
DLC.
something.
There has to
Yeah,
be, or a
it's
retro
gotta be
DLC.
Retro, yeah, that'd be perfect. Let's just say October,
Halloween.
Halloween,
Yep.
and then November, next gen. So
It makes
I don't know,
sense.
I mean, those are just some things, but you know, at this point, I guess we just have to wait and see, which sucks, man.
Yeah, we're just
But
gonna have to wait, and that's the thing about Rockstar. They always keep you waiting. They always, like,
yeah, they freaking gave us one date, Monday. Hey, or the thing's coming out tomorrow, with the Flight School. But hey, I guess that's what, you know, Rockstar likes to do. So
That's just what they do.
Just gotta
That's
deal
just
with
their
it.
thing.
Yep. So let's go ahead and move into the next topic: explosions, leaked weapons,
And tits.
and tits. Now the tits bounce. We get the thermite bomb and the flare gun.
yep.
Yeah, so these
you
are
can
like
take this, Ross. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this information came out a few days ago, leaked by a few reputable guys, Steve Hacker, Chromod, just a few of those guys. And essentially, it was two weapons, one of them being a flare gun, and the other one being a thermite bomb. And what instantly came to my mind was heist weapons, because you would use like a flare gun to either spot something, and you would use a thermite bomb, which is essentially short for a fire bomb, and that's used to melt like steel and other heavy metals, which would be like a safe door. So
Now, would you thinking like the thermite bomb would be similar to like a sticky bomb, but instead of like
you have
exploding?
to like physically attach it and then prime it.
Okay, so because I saw something that it could be some sort of like claymore type of thing, where I mean I don't know I haven't actually seen this information, so I'm just going off what you guys are telling me here.
Yeah,
But
you like stick it to a wall or like and it blows up.
yeah, I mean yeah, that would make total sense with heist, especially you know with all the doors and stuff that you'd have to go through. But I'm not sure about this flare gun. Like I don't. Why?
Yeah, I guess you use a flare gun for like
what-
spotting a target or something like that. I mean,
Like
that's
in
really
real-
the only
like,
thing I know.
There's, because like let's see, they have. I think it's the stun gun that was in the game, or that
Right.
like was modded into the game. And if they added that, that wouldn't really. I mean, it would just lead to griefing. I don't know really what a flare gun.
A flare gun.
Let us know in
I would
the
have a
comment
lot of fun with a
section.
flare gun though.
I mean, would that pretty much be like the rocket launcher with fireworks?
It'd be like a pistol firework launcher.
I mean, yeah, like what?
That's like
There's
about
nothing.
it.
I mean,
But I
maybe
mean-
unless it's I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was in as in the single player or not, but for some reason I'm just like thinking of some mission where like they shot the flare gun in the air and like a helicopter. I don't know, man.
I mean,
haven't
it would
played
be
the single player in a
cool.
while.
I,
Maybe
I
it was,
think
like, some
there's
indicator.
four there's 4 DLC weapons that are found in the code that haven't been released yet. One of them is the Scar, one of them is the heavy MG, and then
Yeah.
these 2 recent ones being the thermite bomb and the flare gun.
I'm
And I
wondering,
don't even
though-
know when these are gonna come out.
And that's the thing, like we don't know anything. Like we've had the assault rifle and the MG in like the weapons list for a long time. I think like
Yeah, patch
2 patches.
1.08. Patch 1.08.
Oh, even further. Holy
so
Jesus.
8
So
patches.
8 patches. Those guns have been in there just chilling. Just like, hey, there's guns here, but we're not releasing them because we want to save them for a super special DLC, apparently. So
Well, what do you think the flare gun and the thermite bomb are all about, Garrett?
I think that the flare gun is an opportunity to set people on fire. I don't know, man. Like, I know you can
That's
shoot
what
in
we're
the
saying,
air,
like it's not.
but like, there's literally no use to a flare gun that I can think of. I made a
There's
video
not.
about this on, I don't know what day, I think it was Thursday, talking about how like a flare gun's used when you're in distress.
Yeah, for
like-
like spotting. and
Yeah,
whatnot.
you shoot in the air, so like either you're in distress or to signal. I don't understand what you can use it for in GTA 9.
No.
Like, hey, do you shoot a flare gun? There's a guy here with a bounty that's killing me. Like, I don't, I don't know. I really can't imagine what it would be used for. Maybe it could be used in a mission for heists. I mean, it's like,
yeah, that's the only logical
because
thing I can
when you think of a thermite bomb and a flare gun, there's no real use for them in GTA Online when it comes to actual
Just free
gameplay.
roam.
Just
Yeah.
normal gameplay. Like, what are you gonna melt someone's car? No, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So
with a thermite bomb.
exactly. So like, you're not gonna just place bombs on someone's Intorno and be like, oh, I'm gonna melt your car. So there's no real use for the thermite bomb and flare gun in normal GTA Online gameplay, but I can see it being used in missions for GTA Online heists, so that, you know, a part of the mission, you have to stand in a certain area, shoot a flare gun, and then you get picked up by your teammates. Stuff like that I could see happening.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But
Like, and even like the flare gun in just online, I don't like the render distance. Like, it probably wouldn't even be that
you
far.
wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's probably definitely for whether it's heist or just some missions. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I
Just
think.
let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about the newest leaked weapons and what you guys think the other leaked weapons are for the assault rifle and the MG that were released so long ago. When do you think those will come out? Let us know in the comments. And with that, let's go ahead and explode, show some tits, and then the male stripper league. So this is probably, you know, Austin's favorite
what-
DLC or leak that's ever been
Actually,
done.
I haven't even seen this.
Oh.
Or heard about it.
You should definitely listen because I'm
Yeah?
pretty sure you would have a raging boner for this,
Mm-hmm.
Austin, because, you know, everyone knows that you're into dudes. And I'm just kidding. He's not really into dudes. That's totally a lie. But basically, the male stripper leak was recently leaked by a Lazy Gamer. And it includes basically, I think, everything you would hear from a female stripper in GTA 5 now in a male's voice. That sounds extremely, extremely
Weird.
gay.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, it is just very, very disturbing. And if Rockstar opens up the Cockatoo Club,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it probably has something to do with that, because wasn't that
Cockatoo
thing?
Club, is that real?
yeah, it's the one
Yeah,
where like the
that was one of the-
transvestites stand outside of.
Yeah.
What?
We talked about that a couple episodes ago.
God, I don't
It was
listen to
the
transvestite
leaked-
talk.
God,
Oh, man.
Austin took me there once. No, but it's literally like a strip club, or it's a club for transvestites that pretty much, or cross-dressers, I would
Oh,
say.
perfect.
So, you never seen the cross-dressers in GTA Online?
I have, and this stripper doesn't sound like a normal male. It sounds like what you're describing, a cross-dresser transvestite. And like, would they put that in the game? That's just creepy weird. That's not like Rockstar
It's
weird. That's
Rockstar.
like creepy weird. No, there's a
You
difference
never
between
know.
Rockstar
That's
weird and
true.
creepy weird.
That's true. I don't know. That's
I can see them
that's
doing
definitely
it.
Interesting.
I can
could
see it.
definitely see them doing
God,
it.
what
you know.
goes on at that office?
Hey, look,
like,
they got to appeal to all audiences.
oh yeah, all the masses. Their large demographic of cross-dressing transvestites. They would
I'm
love
sure
to see their group represented
Yeah,
well.
I'm
in
sure
Grand
there's
Theft Auto.
I mean, Austin's a living, breathing advocate here. He's a perfect example. He's just, you see, that's why he said they have to appeal to everybody. Austin feels left out. He's like, my
Don't feel
people,
left out, man.
my people feel left out. Rocks, he put
I'm a
it.
consultant for
Yeah,
him.
he put in a special request. He's like,
that's Austin doing the voiceover.
Yeah. Little voice modification.
Oh god.
oh geez, I swear the SquadCast has just been all over the place.
Yeah.
Like this is actually one of the I think better SquadCasts we've had, just because it's been so funny in terms of just explosion and tits, and now male stripper league has just been great. I can't wait to hear the squeak pipe questions, because this is gonna be great.
This has the potential to be legendary.
But anything you want to add really quickly about the male stripper league?
No.
Okay. No, let's get off the topic already. All right,
No, good lord.
All right.
let's go into the
Speak pipe,
quick
please.
pipe. Do it.
No transvestite.
So yeah, real quick, just want to mention two things. One, definitely go check out our SquadCast Reddit if you haven't already. We'll leave that link in the description. It's pretty cool, because we post some stuff on there. But also go follow us all on Twitter, so you know when we actually tweet out, for you
Speak
to
pipe
leave a
stuff.
voicemail. So we have a couple questions here.
Oh baby.
And the first one, let me turn my volume up. First
Oh,
one here is
God.
from David. And let's go ahead and hit play.
Please be normal, David.
Hey, Saints and Mr. Ross for the win, and JoblessGarrett.
Dom
You
is
know
alive.
that unfinished building, like right in the center, in the middle of the city? What do you think it's going to be? And do you think it could have any affiliation with any DLC coming up anytime soon? Thanks. Love you guys.
That's actually a really
Jobless
good.
Carrot.
That
How-
that's
what
a
do you
really good question. And he's actually the first person to ever say JoblessGarrett. So hey,
No, I
it's
think he said jobless carrot because that's what you make fun
Yeah,
of.
I
me on
heard
live
carrot
stream.
too.
I'm
What-
pretty sure that dude watches my live streams. He knows what's up.
Whatever.
I always call Ross Mr. Ross for the win, and we call you Garrett the Carrot.
listen, whatever. Okay, I don't care. Thank you for the question. But I got a message the other day from someone saying that that building that is under construction, with every
It's been under
patch.
construction for like a year. Man.
Yeah, with every patch, it's been getting upgrades. Have you guys?
I don't know if it
I don't
has.
think so.
I don't think so either, because it's a part of a bunch of missions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the very first trailer, the only one that had Michael in it? And he was
Yeah.
like, you remember why I moved here? It's the weather or something like that. I thought that building was going to grow over the campaign,
Yeah.
but that didn't happen.
Dude,
So.
how cool would it be? Is if or like when next gen comes out, like GTA Online progresses like
Like over
a
time.
month
Yeah.
or something.
That's
And
that's
that
what it.
building becomes.
That's what people thought when it first came out, like, because this is an ever evolving map, right?
World.
Or world. That's what they had
Yeah.
said. So
But, oh
Yeah.
well, I guess that's just
I don't
not
know.
a
I
thing.
mean, yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what it could be.
I mean, that's that's one thing they actually got right about LA, unfinished buildings. They just didn't get the traffic right.
the
Traffic in
traffic's
LA
freaking
is
horrible.
Ridiculous. You like need to go 2 miles? Well, pack your overnight bag. You're not getting.
You're gonna be sleeping in your car for a bit.
Yeah, you're never
It
gonna
was
get there.
it was pretty freaking bad. I'll never forget. But let's move on to the next question. But that was actually
Alright.
a really good question.
So
Yeah, that
Philip
was a
here.
good question.
Let's see.
Hey Squad, do you think that Rockstar will be implementing any military clothing in the next update, because there was no clothing in the flight school update? Thank you. Love your guys' videos too.
Yeah, so
I think we talked about
kinda
that for
talked about that.
military DLC. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be next update, but I think they definitely are gonna be adding that. Cause like, why would they add it in the trailer and not release it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what
You
I
know,
was looking forward to the most. The guys that were
Yeah.
wearing like the army stuff.
And the
Yeah,
abs.
like I kind of knew we weren't gonna get the abs. Like, come on, it's like
The abs.
well, like working out. That's just something that wouldn't make sense, or that probably wouldn't even work on,
Current gen.
the current gen. So, maybe next gen that would happen, but I don't think that is a thing. Cause I mean, as cool as it would be, it just I don't know how like going to a gym in GTA Online would
How
like
applicable that
would
would
that be
be.
fun? Yeah,
This isn't
like,
a real
I don't
life
know.
simulator.
Oh, I had this
Actually, you
discussion
never
today.
know.
It might be, man. The economy is, all the stuff they're doing, man. They're trying to make it real life, apparently.
It's a retirement simulator.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
Uh,
I
Do we
think
have any more speak pipes?
yeah, I think that one more speak pipe and we should be good.
all right.
Do we have any more?
Yes, we do. So Daniel Salvatierra, probably said your name wrong, but here's his question.
Hey Squad, do you think it is possible that GTA 5 on next gen and PC will have co-op for single player? I know not all missions do use all three characters, but certain missions do. You think you'd be able to play those with your friends or something like that? You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. I really enjoy listening to all your SquadCast. And have a good day.
Very, very nice. Hey, thank you, man, for all the support. We appreciate it. And what do you think, Ross? Do you think it's going to be a co-op available in the future? And would you like to see it?
I would like to see it, but I do not think so. Just because that's never been GTA style. Like, even when they had the ability to Xbox Live and PlayStation Network on the old generation, what we call it now, 360 and PS3, they didn't do it for Grand Theft Auto 4. So it would be kind of a surprise to see them do it on GTA 5.
I think it'd be really cool. What about you, Austin?
It would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely something that's awesome. Multiplayer is one thing, but a lot of games they don't have that co-op thing. I remember, I think it was World at War. That was like
They had a great co-op campaign.
They had a great co-op, and I loved playing that with my friends because, like, yeah, zombies and multiplayer is fun, but playing the story with friends and even like a Borderlands or something like that, that's what makes those games the co-op. And yeah, I don't know how possible it would be because, like you said, in the some of the missions, they may not have that because not every mission you're playing with all three characters. But I don't know, maybe if like I was thinking maybe if like there's a way to have it to where like three people go into the game, and like maybe when you start up a mission, like it's like a connected universe, and each person's like Franklin or Michael or Trevor. I mean, that's probably the only way they could ever do it.
The concept is really cool, but it'd be kind of hard to execute.
Yep, I think so as well.
Well, and even the final mission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not to give any spoilers.
One of your
No,
friends.
no, there's no spoilers. The game's been out for a year.
The
You
game's
haven't
been out
beat
for a
the game.
year.
I know what you always complain. You spoiled it for me.
It's like, dude, beat the game. It's been out for 11 months.
Right?
Like, are you serious?
At this point, like, if you're not gonna beat it, you're just like, who cares? But yeah, man. I mean, so you'd have to choose between friends.
That's like
who you
that's
would
like
kill
being
or
told
not.
the ending of like the original Ghostbusters came out in like 1980.
Don't
Like,
ruin it for me, dude.
Listen,
All right.
Don't spoil the Titanic for me.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't spoil the Titanic. The ship lives.
Did
That
you
was
see
terrible.
the freaking
Dude,
meme?
The meme. The Titanic just let everybody
The-
do the ice bucket challenge.
The Titanic nominates everyone for the ice bucket challenge.
That
That was great, dude.
Oh
But let's go ahead and wrap this SquadCast up. This has been SquadCast episode 25. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys do drop a like. Let's get a keyword. Ross, Austin, what do you guys want to be for the keyword? No,
Male stripper. No.
just make it money. M-O-N-E-Y, money. God,
Yeah,
you guys are like so.
money.
You guys are so late to like respond. It's like, let me think about it.
Well, like,
I
you
was
put me on the
thinking.
spot. I started looking around my desk for like
I wanna come
keywords. I
up
couldn't
with
find
a
any that
good-
came to mind.
I want to come up with a good word. man.
Wait, so not money?
Uh,
No,
it's-
money is a good one.
Money's good. It works with the strippers. All right, money it is. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys check out everyone's
Yeah.
channel down in the description.
Tits or explosion.
Tits or explosion. Oh, that's
Either
actually better.
money, tits, or
Yeah, money,
explosion.
tits, or
Either one.
explosion. We want to see you guys
Yeah,
spam
no,
it. We want to see that like 1,000 comments
Or
each.
do all the three.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go for I don't know how many likes. 2,000, 1,000, a billion, and we'll see you guys next week with another SquadCast episode because this is every week, or tomorrow with the brand new GTA 5 video. Later, guys.
See ya.